right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to take a look at a really awesome budget scope. It is the Monstrum G3 1-3x24 first focal plane scope. Here it is. You can find these on Amazon for a really great price. Let's dive into this a little bit. First, let's throw it on a Sam 7 and hit the range. All right, so Sean and I are actually working with the G2 and G3 scopes. Today we're just going to focus on unboxing and taking a closer look at the G3 itself. And for the money, it is a great little scope. I really enjoy all of the optics that we've tested from Monstrum, but this one in particular is definitely up there with one of my favorites. So let's take this over to the bench, see what's in the box, and talk a little bit more about it. So obviously, first thing to note, I've got the rifle and scope set up right here. So obviously it is, like I said, a 1-3, so you've got your adjustment here. And this scope is a first focal plane. I really like this. This scope is really solid, to be honest with you. So with your turrets, let's just talk about the turrets real quick before we dive into the box. So the turrets are all locking turrets. You just slide out, and one click is a half MOA adjustment. The clicks are just really positive, really crisp, nice audible clicks, locks back in place. We didn't have any issues with losing zero, anything like that. Even with the scope mount to clean it after our initial range test a few weeks ago, we put it back on, took it out to the range, and we didn't have any problems there. So that was really neat. I love this, the mount that Monstrum sends with it. You get this scope with this mount. So this is how it comes, obviously minus this rail. You know, you get your mount and the scope in the box. But let's dive into the box a little bit and see what's going on in there. Tactical unboxing. Mechanics gloves for those of you who might be first time shooters. Get yourself some gloves. These things are freaking sweet, but let's unbox this. So this is the box that you're going to get from Monstrum when you order your G3. Slide this open. Nice magnetic latch. I like, you know, that's one thing, you know, from these companies, kind of seeing the presentation like this. They kind of like have pride in their products, just with some of the boxes and stuff. Like you could just get a regular old box, but there's little things like, you know, magnetic flap that I think is kind of cool. And all right, this isn't a box review. This is a review of what's in here. So I'm gonna throw the lens cap on the ground. And actually, that's a good talking point. Let's just start with that. So you get your caps that actually came installed on the scope itself. I removed them. I don't need them or want them on scope, on this rifle, on this setup. In its case, there's not gonna be any issues with that. So moving right along. We've got the manual how to mount your scope. This is really great for people cutting their teeth on, you know, let's say the scope, you're new to the firearm scene, you just got your first AR, your first AK, something like that. You get a scope, you go to Amazon, you find Monstrum, which I think is great for you first time gun buyers. That would be a great place to start for optics. Really great information here. It's going to save you a lot of time if you follow these directions. That's just great to see. Some of the other companies out there don't offer anything even close to that. Microfiber cloth, keep your stuff clean. Card here with make your voice heard, leave feedback on Amazon. So you got a card there to do that, kind of direct you to leave them feedback on Amazon. They are ranked really high on Amazon. I mean, they're definitely moving a lot of product, and they've got a lot of really positive reviews. So it's not just me saying they make decent products, like everyone else is saying it too. So installing your scope on your rifle is going to be in the bag, in the box, and in this bag. It will help. So everything you need is included in the box. There is also a battery that comes with this because the reticle in the scope itself is actually illuminated. So you will get a CR2032A battery in the pack. I've obviously installed it because we were running it at the range. We didn't have any problems with it shutting off. That was one thing we were kind of curious about. So we, on the first range session after we zeroed, we kind of just beat the rifles up pretty good, both Sean and I, and no issues whatsoever. So super happy with that. So keep in mind, guys, this scope in particular, with it being a 1-3, is more of your medium to close range. It's not really a long range scope. So I mean, for me, setting it up on this rifle, it's perfect for what I want to do with it. You know, just have that like 200 yards and in. It works perfect, especially for those close-up targets. It's nice. Put it on, you know, 1.5, something like, you know, right in between 2 and 1. You're gonna be solid. You're gonna be really happy with it. Obviously, one of the biggest things I like about the scope is that audible click you get from the turrets. You know, everything works like it should. So I was super happy with that. So the G3 is made from 6061 hard anodized aluminum. It's nitrogen sealed, so it's definitely going to be fog resistant. You're not going to have an issue with it fogging up, stuff like that. And it's also water resistant as well, which is definitely nice. So you can definitely. So as I said previously, the reticle is illuminated, so you can run it at night once it starts getting dark, hit your power adjustments and kind of start turning on the power there so you can see see everything a little bit better. Now, talking about that, the scope does feature the MOA X1 first focal plane reticle, which I like a lot. It's kind of a square, your crosshairs come into it, and it's got a dot in the center. It is really, really nice for picking up targets quickly and putting shots down, you know, downrange. So I really enjoyed it. Like I said, in that 1 to 2 magnification was freaking awesome for what we were doing, just kind of messing around and not really running drills, but just like emptying mags as fast as we can. I mean, if you've ever shot the SAM-7 with the enhanced trigger, you definitely know. So yeah, that's another thing I really liked a lot about the scope itself. So front to back, I just want to run through some stuff. Right back here, you've got your focus ring, and then you have your magnification control right here. So you would twist this for magnification control, focus everything in, adjust your elevation. Here is going to be your elevation. Your windage is going to be here. Your reticle illumination control is going to be over here with the battery door. So it's almost identical to this guy. You just turn him on, you can run through your settings, and your battery door is over here. And then you do have a ring in the front for accessory attachments. So like we've got this honeycomb sunshade on here, which cuts down on glare. See, running that. So that's pretty neat. So you've got, you know, room to run attachments up in front. I just kind of wanted to run down all of that. I really don't have too many negatives about this scope. For a sub $200 scope, comes with a 2-year warranty, so that's nice. The mount is outstanding. I'm really happy with that. The construction, solid. The turrets, solid. Haven't had any issues yet. Now we're only a month or so into testing with this, and there's obviously a lot more testing we need to do. I'm going to keep it on the SAM-7. We're doing a review with the SAM-7, so realistically we'll just keep putting it through its paces. But for that sub $200, I mean, this is an awesome scope, especially like I keep saying about, you know, the first time shooters, or, you know, guys that just want to add another scope to the collection. Definitely check these out, you know, especially if you're looking for something for your AR. This would definitely go great on an AR build. So guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. If there's anything else you would like to see, please put that down in the comment section, and we aim to please here at Nighthawk Bros. So I will catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stay dangerous, America.